Hey there, Aries, and welcome into my channel, Joy to the World. I am your reader. I am Melissa Joy, and I'm telling you, I was shuffling and preparing the deck, praying for you guys, calling in spirit, calling in all the powers that be, meaning power, spark, inspiration, delight, intrigue, insight, adjustment, whatever all those energies are, right? That's what I was calling in on your behalf, so that the sun, life itself, could speak to you. Now, what's wild here is they're telling me is favor fortunes you. I love it when they can bypass me and bring in something amazing. Let's stick with that. Favor fortunes you. So there's this bit of having not felt favored, but you've been holding on to these pricks here, is what we're going to call it, these pricks here that have happened in order to protect your heart. And part of you just staying asleep, the magical part, because see, it's the red and the blue. It's the thing that creates this extraordinary contrast, and not something that drives the eye apart, but something that brings it together and brings it together and brings it together, kind of like our circulatory system, okay? Arteries are red, veins are blue, right? Because they refer to oxygenated and deoxygenated, meaning you, the whole system, the whole cycle, the whole circle. And they're saying, don't poke a hole in it, my friend. Maybe you've done that for a while, but you've been holding out on hope on this new beginning, wondering how it's going to be. But what they're saying is, stop using these to hurt yourself, because you're hurting yourself by separating yourself to protect yourself. Aries, you might be up in the middle of everything, but there are secret pains inside of it all. That's why it can get stuck in a bit of a perpetual cycle of like trying to recreate a scenario because you want to get that same feeling again. I used to have an Aries friend that would always try and bring me along because somebody that she was interested in, that she wanted to try and get to go out with, would just laugh and laugh and laugh at any and everything I said. Now, he and I were really good friends, so there wasn't that level of interest there, but we just found each other so exorbitantly funny, and they thought that was a good opportunity for them because it changed the environment, it created the spark. And that's what they're saying. When you begin to let yourself out, let yourself go, let that dynamism, that vibrancy of who you are come out, look at life come to meet you. Look at that. So the Four of Wands, it goes from the four. I know this is supposed to be swords, but they're not. Look at those. They're like old claws. They're like pricks. They're like things that are used as like these barbs. They're barbs. Because once they go in, they can't come out. Once they go in, they can't come out. And it's like you've gone in and you can't come out, but I'm just going to do it. Hey, come out, Aries. We'd like you to come out. We would love for you to come out and play in this cosmic green, effervescent green, full of life and abundance here for you. Everything that you do is magic. Every little thing she does is magic. Every little thing she does just turns me on. But that's it. Look at the magic striking up the band. These are almost like drumsticks that beat your own drum, and you're thinking, yeah, I'm some weirdo. I'm just different. I'll just stay here. I'll just wait till the world is ready for me. Let me tell you, these together are showing up as the world card, and it says the world is calling for you. The world is calling. Will you pick up? Will you get up? Get up, Aries. Get up and come forward out of the logic. This old running, this needing something to like fire you off the wrong way. Those things where you go and you end up having a regret and you know it, but yet when it shows up again, you do it again. That type of thing. That's what they're moving out from. That's the heartache. That's where you hurt yourself because you're afraid of yourself. There's a bit of fear, and you're like, fear? No way, Joy. I'm like, I'm gonna say it. There's some fear there, some reservation, because you don't totally know what to do with it or what it is about it. But the thing is, we are the whole zodiac. You're not just one part. So it's maybe where some things come together, some magic comes together, some like recipes you cooking up in the kitchen. Look at that. And that's going to be an epiphany moment for you, an awakening for you, because you'll say, why? Because I love myself. I love myself. You're bringing in this whole alien world, this whole alien land. That's why they're trying to do away with the logic, which runs and drives you the other way. It's trying to calculate and feel palpate the situation, trying to change the environment. How about you let the environment in you transform? Get rid of the barbs, my friend. safe sleeping, no more safekeeping. Let yourself truly come to peace. And your peace here, friend, is delightful. It doesn't just have to be all shalom. It could be, ooh, wow, sizzle, sizzle, pop. You know, it could be like when you open up a soda and all those bubbles come rushing and you hear the that's the sound of your spaceship. You see that cosmic spaceship coming on in here and you're like, I don't want to look weird. I don't want to seem strange. I like when people like me. But there's something new here. It's more than attention or sticking with the parts of you that people like, but keep this part of you suppressed. They're talking about you getting into the part of you that you like. Not just how you spin things and try and create it to make it happen, but secretly there's some longing, maybe some wordless longing inside that you can't quite put your finger on. Get rid of the barbs, friend. Get rid of the barbs. And here's the pen. The pen is in your hand. Look at that. Do you see that right there? It's in your hands. The pen of permission of like, okay, let's open up. Let's open up this can. It's not a can of craptastic. It's not a can of whoop ass. It's none of that. It's a whole lot of you. Look at that garden, the garden of delights, the garden of blessings, the garden of you. Beginning to appreciate and just saying, you need to disrobe a little, like first shed that hanky. Get rid of that, like pulling down. That's what longing is. It's like a sorrow that you can't quite put your finger on. But when something is reminiscent of it or it touches you, it just... and it pulls, it grips and it pulls, and it grips and it pulls, and it clouds your throat chakra. It keeps you from having the delight thrill through your crown chakra. It's like your crown chakra gone, ooh, they got on, they understand. We are ready for you. We love you. We have been longing for you, longing to enjoy you and to delight in this world with you. Those old ways of painting yourself, just put it aside, because it was really surrounding that one thing, the unknown. Wanting to be able to craft and control the environment, spark people along and decide, well, this is how I'm going to include myself. This is how I'm going to inspire others to make sure that I get some of this joy and whatever too. But no. Let this be original to you. And watch how other people are still there. They still enjoy you. They still love you. And they're like, oh, what is this new side of you? Did you turn over a new leaf? Did you get a new hairdo? What are you trying that's new? You're so different. And different, alien ship, doesn't mean you're bad. Different means, wow, we haven't witnessed or seen this before, and it's showing up like some magic on you. Look at that. Imagine when you stand up and you walk out into your world, Aries, instead of running from it. Running from it because you're just sure that this is leading you to safer waters. But you know, I love it. There are no waters showing up here. This is like that cosmic dream. Let's put these together. You see your soul, your spirit. This is you calling out to yourself. Do you see that flower of life going on here? That's very much what you're bringing in. You're bringing in yourself. You're calling in your innocence, your purity, your pure heart to come in and to join you here. Instead of keeping your heart all protected, all saved for a rainy day. Look what you do on those rainy days. And so much of that longing and that pulling and that tugging and that heaviness and that secret sorrow is coming from this very condition. So how about we just say yes to the bliss? Just say yes to your alienation coming on in here, and no more alienation. They so tricky. They so crafty. Say yes to your alien nation. And just let go of the alienation, friend. You're meant to be here, precisely as you are. Not enough with enough, not more than enough, less than enough, too much, not enough. You're plenty. Let it come in. Let your vibrancy be your magic. Let your dreams be answered. Some of you might want to check out the Aquarius reading. Any Aquarius reading, whichever one your soul leads you to, right? Because that's a new relationship. The alien nation, it just means it's foreign to you. Because alien simply used to mean foreign, not the woo-woo, not the weird, not the whatever. It's just the unknown, but it is knowable. introduce yourself to yourself. See, that isn't strange. Look at that. The magic of the crystals, that's your consciousness. That is your knowingness. Let your conscience come in, Aries. And it'll look like a this when they come together. Look at that. See how the logic took this form in the maniacal mind, driving you away, thinking you know, being pushed by, because the zeros and ones have to do with the systems of the world, some Saturnian energy, okay? But look at it now, free-flowing, free-moving through the balance that is in you. Look at that balance, and even some fuzzy dice hanging from the mirror, because you are favor fortunes here. When you realize, when you choose yourself, that's you showing favor to yourself, doing yourself a favor, that brings you in fortune, all that you could desire. I mean, that's why the finery is there to let us know, but we like, get that off and get on your play clothes to have a good time. And it's obvious it's going to happen, because look at all the sparks. This is the firing off, the fireworks, the celebration. But that's what's going on here. Many wheels of delight, the spirals of delight, no more having to have it the same old, trying to keep control, keeping it locked down because you want to feel a certain way. There's so many more crayons in the coloring box. What if somebody gave you a 1,000-page coloring book and you were required to color every day and to complete the coloring, and you have one color? That would get boring, and you would figure out a bunch of ways to make it fascinating to you. But that was still alienation. Open yourself up to taste the rainbow, my friend, and tell me all about it in the comments down below. That's why that pin's here. It's like, script your story, write your story, share your story out, my friend. Your story of delight, of being able to follow the curiosity, this like inspiration on the wind. Okay, I love you. Hey, you can join this channel. It's free as always to subscribe here and jump into my channel, Joy of the World. And you can give a thumbs up if you enjoyed this. Also, leave your comments and compliments down below. And always remember, I love you.